KCTK Radio proudly presents the Week Review.
Hey, you know what, guys? This right here, this rambling, boring conversation containing already made before observations, this could be a podcast.
It's actually not a bad idea.
Really? A podcast? Don't you have to be some sort of whiz kid to do those?
Definitely not. Anyone with a computer can make one.
Well, that's it. We're anyone. Let's do a podcast from right here in the booth. Who's in?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it.
Is it happening? Are we doing it now? Awesome.
You're the reason that we do what we do. Music and talk, it's all for you. Now the guys who are lots of fun for making you laugh, they're number one. They review the week just for you. So get ready for Paul and Drew. Welcome to KCTK Radio's Week Review with Paul and Drew and Jack all up in your face. Join in on the experiment by calling or texting us at 913-735-0060. We dare you.
Welcome to KCTK Radio's Week Review with Paul and Drew, starring Jack, who's all up in your face. Yeah. I'm Paul, that's Drew. Where's Jack? Aww. This is the show where we talk about things from last week and the things that may happen next week, and yes, it's very weak. It's known as the show where non-interesting people never try to act interesting. We're the other show where everything is made up and the points don't matter. You can join the experiment by calling or texting us at 913-735-0060. We welcome your participation. We broadcast live every Thursday night at 7 p.m., a little bit after sometimes. You can listen at 100.3 FM on your radio dial or stream on the Listen to My Radio app. Plus, you can watch all of us, all the action on Facebook Live. Hi, Facebook. But it's easier just to go to kctkradio.com and click Listen Live. Also, if you don't watch all the past adventures on YouTube, check out the KCTK Radio channel whenever you want on YouTube. Yeah. But that's not all. This program is offered as a podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, SoundCloud, Podbean, iHeartRadio, CastBox, Himalaya, Pandora, Overcast, Stitcher, Instagram. Even have Alexa ask my pod to play KCTK Radio or wherever you get your favorite podcast. Welcome to the program. It is our weekly adventure, our weekly fun. Thank you for joining us, everyone. We really greatly appreciate you joining us because, well, it's a lot of fun. So, welcome to the program tonight. We have... as promised last week, we have some more robot news. We'd like to keep you up to date. We have a really interesting interview with Bracha Goetz, who is an author, and she kind of wrote about her life and learned how to improve her life. So that's coming up a little bit later. But the thing I like to do the best, the thing I do the best of everything I do, the do's that I do, is introduce the man of the hour, the guy that makes it all happen. Here he is. The Droosh. Hi, Droosh.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's the Droosh, a.k.a. Car Ramrod, a.k.a. McLovin.
Ooh.
Yeah,
wow.
I got little favorite movies there. Little fun little tidbits. Say Car Ramrod.
Car Ramrod.
There it is.
I don't know what that means.
We're not live. What are you doing? We're not on air?
Oh, sorry.
What's going on there? There we go.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right, folks. I know you couldn't see that.
Man, you really fucked that up and everything.
Oh, sorry about that. Thanks for you could have turned it on to.
I turned that one on. That's my job.
No, I was talking to.
Okay.
Talking to
okay.
Kermit.
Yeah.
So what's going on?
No, nothing much, man. Just had a good day off with my little baby, and we've been hanging out. And then I watched Joker last night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That is pretty intense.
Wow.
Pretty intense stuff.
Any good stories from this week that before we get into our regular features?
Well, apparently I got nothing really to update the fans with. Just still doing my own thing, working, taking care of the family. Just being a dad.
I actually do have something I want to update.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to play this news story, and then I'm going to tell you...
The solution?
Something even better.
Okay.
It was like 7 or 8 different people in my mentions talking about, get Charles out the stadium right now.
Charles Penn. Let's call him Bad Luck Chuck. The lifelong Chiefs fan is living proof.
Not all heroes wear capes.
Some just have to walk away from the kingdom.
All right, I'm out of here.
I'm out here so we get the second half comeback going. Hopefully. Can't do it. Gotta leave, man. It's the only hope.
Penn paid good money
Just a little over $200.
for those AFC divisional seats, but gave it up for a greater cause that went viral on social media.
Sports Center, Bleacher Report, Sports Illustrated.
Yahoo Sports, USA Today, radio talk shows, and more. But what happened after? Well, that proves Bad Luck Chuck may very well be a jinx to the kingdom. He leaves the stadium, goes home.
And then when I got in that house, I was Dora Times to recover that phone. I said, man, what the heck? I knew that was going to happen.
41 unanswered points, and the Chiefs go from trailing 24-0 to winning 51-31. Are you a Chiefs jinx?
I don't believe it, but today...
Number 15 believes it. Patrick, you talk about the fans and how important they were. There was one fan who's now going viral. He left when you guys were down 24-0 because he said it was in the best interest of the team. What would you say to that fan?
Watch the next game at home.
So, have you heard that story?
Yeah, I listened to his interview on the radio. I saw that he was on Ellen, and
He was on Ellen?
He was on Ellen.
God, that makes me mad.
It makes me mad too because
the real hero was the Drews, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right.
But you're not getting any publicity, Ellen trips.
You know why? Because heroes don't try to get on the news.
Here's the story, folks. Drew shows up to watch the game. The Chiefs game. We're Chiefs fans on this end.
Yeah, hardcore.
And everything was going good, and then you showed up.
Right.
It was kickoff.
Right.
Then you wouldn't tell the rest of the story.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we're not doing great at all. We're all of a sudden, I think it was 24 points, right? All of a sudden,
yeah,
just got to 24 points. All of a sudden, I get hit with a wave of just nausea, and it wasn't from the game. It was from something I ate, maybe something too spicy. So I left the room and went into my uncle's house to use his facilities instead of using the one bathroom that was there because, let's be real, that would be rude.
Right.
And what happened?
But also, what did you say when you were leaving?
I got to take a Chiefs.
Yeah, because they were shit at that point.
Yeah, I really did. And I was like, I got to go take a Gunther and a Chiefs. I got to go. So, and then all of a sudden, my wife texted me and says, stay where you're at. So I sat in the bathroom because not only did I text her after that and said, okay, because we were winning, I texted my friend Cody, and he was like, dude, it's a willing sacrifice. Stay where the fuck you are. And all of a sudden...
And what did your good friend Paul text you?
That you loved me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And that you appreciated my sacrifice.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just saying that this good luck Chuck guy that has nothing on you.
Right.
You sat in the bathroom. You weren't even at the game.
Right. I didn't even spend money at the game.
And you're not asking for extra stuff.
No, I'm not looking to get on Ellen. Yeah. And you know what? It was a willing sacrifice for this team, and that's exactly what I look for. Mm-hmm. And you know what? Real heroes don't get publicity.
Well, I want you to know that myself and the listener thinks that you're a hero.
You're welcome. You're welcome, guys.
And a little choked up. You will next game go right to that shitter. Sit there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, I think I started the Drew can't come back in the room.
Oh, okay. That sounds about right.
And that's why your wife texted you.
Yeah. She said they even you guys locked the door.
We locked the door to make sure you didn't come in.
Even Damon got locked out, apparently.
Yeah. And my solution was once they were up 21 points, you could come back in.
Yeah.
But we saw the luck was going our way, and at halftime they let you in.
That's right. Hey, I do what I can for this team and this city.
And then at the game, your daughter ran around with no shirt on. So
yes, I heard that she got beer poured on her.
Okay, so this is the first time of many times in the future where your daughter's going to have beer poured on her and she's going to run around topless.
Right.
What do you think of that?
I don't know about that. That doesn't sound great. That sounds like a bad habit in the making.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
I was told she grabbed somebody's beer, and that's what happened. And she does do that. She'll go at home and grab like my glass of water off of the table.
Yeah,
let me explain that before anybody starts calling child services. Okay. There's no reason beer is being poured on my daughter purposely.
Well, thank you.
No problem. I do what I can. You're welcome.
But also, I want you to know that no one cares about you shitting or your alcoholic daughter. They only care about the news of the Drush.
All right. So I thought for my news of the Drush, for the first one, I thought I'd talk about the Joker.
Okay.
And talk about why you should see it.
You finally saw it.
I finally watched it.
Now, let me ask you this. Do you like DC stuff?
Absolutely.
Do you like Batman-related stuff?
I don't know. I don't think I'm that big of a Batman fan. Let's go ahead and get
the
that camera going right there. I don't think I'm that big of a Batman fan.
Yeah.
I have many Batman memorabilia, but I wouldn't call myself a fan.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You're definitely a fan.
Right. Hardcore.
Batman would be your favorite superhero.
He's always
character.
number one on my slot, and then number two is Flash.
Okay.
So the movie itself...
You forgot Superman, but yeah.
Superman's number 6.
6?
Yeah, he's always number 6.
Wait a minute.
I just read Red Sun, and it was amazing. He bumped up to 6.
Batman, Flash...
Wolverine.
Oh, okay. That's
Daredevil.
Deathstroke. And then Superman. You like a villain higher than Superman?
He's an anti-hero, but yeah. Actually, he's a villain. You're right. He's a villain.
You're a dick. Go ahead with your stupid story. Oh, since you like villains, go ahead.
Yeah,
Tell us about the villain.
I always love Joker. Joker's number 7. That makes you feel any better. So anyway, the movie is basically a way of explaining the character and humanizing him in a way. Like, you know how the Batman trilogy from Nolan kind of made a more realism to it? That's kind of what you're getting with the Joker.
Okay.
He's a man who's suffering from a mental illness. He compulsively laughs, and it hurts him to do so.
Oh, wow.
So he tries to fight through it.
Like,
and
physically hurts him?
Physically hurts him. Like, throughout the movie, he, he starts choking. Like, he can't breathe as he laughs. And eventually, he gets out of that. But he, has to take pills for it. He sees a social worker for it. And he's been institutionalized before. And the movie is basically, what he does is he dresses up as a clown for a living.
Okay.
And they rent out clowns either to children's parties or something like that. So eventually he goes to a children's hospital.
Okay.
At one point. Anyway, so everybody in this movie shits on this guy.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think anyone there was only one person that was ever nice to him throughout the entire movie, and he let him live.
Oh my.
If that makes any sense.
Wow.
So, his mom's even crazy. She thinks her and Thomas Wayne have had this affair. She tells him that he's Thomas Wayne's son. And the social worker ends up getting closed down because the Gotham that they portray is in a downward spiral.
Okay.
They're having a garbage strike. There's garbage everywhere.
Yeah.
There's rats, everything. So the whole city is like a powder keg.
Okay.
Just ready to blow.
All right.
And so eventually he gets fired and he's on a subway. And this is when the turning point happens. Is when he decides that these 3 brokers are harassing this woman, and then they see him laughing because he's having a compulsive laugh.
Oh, okay.
They start fucking with him.
All right.
So they start beating the shit out of him, and his friend earlier in the movie, who he thought was his friend, in reality he's not, gave him a gun because he got jumped by a bunch of kids in the beginning of the movie. And so he ends up shooting these 3 guys in cold blood. And then he feels uplifted. He feels like he's gained power.
Okay.
And so eventually he just lets go of using the pills. He lets go of trying to stop this
he's a
laugh.
psychopath.
He turns into a true psychopath.
Yeah.
The Joker emerges, finally.
Okay.
He even thinks he's having sex with his neighbor. In reality, that she doesn't talk to him or anything like that. It's most of the movie is a lie.
Okay.
Because it's all through his mind. And it's a lie for himself to make himself feel better. He wants to be a comedian at one point, but he can't. When he finally goes up there, he can't do it. He ends up doing the compulsive laugh.
And doesn't he, he's so bad that people make fun of him, right?
Yeah, Robert De Niro has him on the show because he wants to make fun of him.
Mm-hmm.
And this is his dream because he loves this guy, Murray Franklin.
Mm-hmm.
The Murray Franklin show is what it is. It's Robert De Niro. And so finally, he figures out that he ends up confronting Thomas Wayne, and tells him, like, hey, I'm your son. He even confronts Bruce. Young little boy Bruce and Alfred.
My.
He tries to choke out Alfred at one point. And, yeah. Right. That's exactly what it kind of sounds like when he's in the comedy club. And everybody's like, fuck. It was kind of amazing how many stars were in this movie. Even Justin Theroux, who I didn't even realize he's a small little part in it.
Wow.
He's like a guest on the Murray Franklin show. Anyway, and some people from SNL are in it. Anyway, so get down to business. It sheds a dark view on mental illness.
Sure, I'm not funny anymore, but there's more to life than making shallow, fairly obvious observations.
Honestly, the movie, I think, needed more murder.
What?
Yeah, I know that's weird to say, but so when he kills these three brokers, he triggers the whole city to turn against Thomas Wayne, because Thomas Wayne goes, these are employees of Wayne Industries, and he goes around and calls the people of Gotham clowns.
Oh,
so they start all dressing
like
up
clowns.
as clowns. Because a clown was seen killing these three guys. So he starts a movement.
What happens at the very end?
So the very end, he kills Murray Franklin.
Mm-hmm. I've heard
on
that.
TV.
Mm-hmm.
Shoots him like 4 times. And says the lines from Frank Sinatra's song, That's Life. Because that's a song that plays at the end of the show, of Murray Franklin's show, is That's Life. And a lot of Frank Sinatra in this. It was kind of nuts. I mean, even when the brokers are messing with him, they're singing the clown song that Frank Sinatra sings, Bring in the Clowns, and he ends up killing them. But anyway, at the end of the movie, they riot because he admits that he's the one that killed them. And so now they look at this guy as a hero. So he's in the back of a cop car, and all of a sudden these clowns hijack an ambulance, run it into the cop car, drag him out, put him on the hood, and he just stands on top of it, just
that's the end of it?
Well, he takes his blood, puts a smile on his face, and then this is where he inadvertently creates Batman.
Yeah, I've heard this too.
Yeah, so Joe Chill is wearing a clown mask and decides to follow the Waynes down an alleyway, shoots both of them, and at the end of the movie, he's sitting in the mental hospital, and she's like, what's so funny? And he's like, he'll never get it. And his mind goes immediately to Bruce standing over his 2 dead parents as like a joke. And then it ends with him saying, that's life.
So why would I like that?
Because it took I don't know, I just thought it really just gave more substance to what the Joker really is. Gave him more of a backstory, because throughout the comic book series, most people he doesn't have one. He doesn't have a name or anything like that, because he ends up shedding his name in the movie also and takes on Joker.
So when I first heard about this movie, I was told that there was no Batman. And
there is no Batman.
Well,
there is, but there isn't.
There is.
Yeah.
I almost thought it was going to be like a universe without a Batman, and then it's a Joker.
Right, but there is a Batman.
Yeah.
He inadvertently creates him in a way.
Right.
Like Batman created Joker in a way. So it's kind of a flip, which I kind of liked, because if you're a comic book nerd, you'll get it. You'll get what you're seeing. No, you got it. You just said it.
So
Batman's still in it, but he's not.
Now
really
I know a guy who, the biggest Batman fan I know, says don't watch it.
Oh, he saw it?
Well, he said his wife told him not to watch it.
Okay, well, she doesn't know movies like I do. Okay? And he should watch it if he's a Batman fan.
Okay.
All
right, so what rating do you give it?
It's up for 11 Oscars, so I'm going to give it an 8. And it deserves it, because honestly, Joaquin Phoenix was perfect as the Joker. I mean, I would like to see him battle Batman.
Maybe that'll happen in the
Maybe
future.
it will. They're really talking about doing a second one, and Batman would be in it. So let's say we took a Robert Pattinson Batman, if that movie ends up doing well, merge these two together, you'd have yourself a dynamite movie. And I wonder who that is.
Caller 6, you on the air?
Hey, this is Caller 6.
What's going on?
Not much. Hey, I've got a question for Drew.
Yeah, what's going on?
While watching The Joker, did you not ask the question, who made the Joker? It was you and me that has made the Joker, overlooking people and not helping them when they hurt.
That's right. That is what he says. Basically, people shitting on him created the Joker in a way. Because the rich rule Gotham and the poor are suffering in Gotham.
Now, this just in from our chat
here we go.
line from a young man by the name of Trevor. Shut up, Drew. You don't know. Wow, how rude. Solid 9.
Oh, okay. I gave you an 8 because I wanted more murders.
I heard there was too many murders.
There wasn't enough murder. Everybody he murders, though, deserves it.
Have you seen it, Keith?
I did.
Did you just fall down the steps?
No, I'm coming out of the hospital, going back home.
Oh, God.
Oh,
are you
my
all right?
goodness. You all
doing
right?
okay?
I'm fine. I just have to get some test strips.
Yeah.
Okay.
You always got to get
And
those.
the thing was, they gave me the wrong ones, and so I was on the phone for a whole hour.
Well, I hope you don't
Talking to
flunk
him.
that test.
Yeah.
Nailed
it.
Well,
Nailed it.
So do you recommend this movie, The Joker?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
See, thank you.
I also recommend the movie Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah, that looked pretty good,
Jojo
too.
Rabbit,
Taika Waititi plays Hitler.
All right, I have to check that one out, too. Is that 9 months old, like this movie that Drew's finally talking about?
I don't think Joker's 9 months old.
I mean, it's an old movie. We're way behind.
It's like August or October.
I'm just saying that Drew's behind. The news of the Drew can't be called breaking news. Are you okay?
I am fine. I'm just walking through the elevators and closing the parking lot.
Oh, okay. Well, keep listening because a white dude's coming up soon, okay?
Oh, he is? Okay.
Yeah.
I have a really good one this week, but
Oh, can't wait. Can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, okay.
We'll play it next
All
week.
right.
Thanks.
Okay. All right. You bet. Bye.
And
There it
we've had a
is.
lot of fun talking about Hollywood and Oscars. And I'm trying to come up with a reason that we're talking about a movie that's so old. It's because the Oscars are coming up.
Yeah, that's
and
my-
it's the most
yeah.
nominated movie.
Mm-hmm.
But we've had fun. Let's learn something. Since Jack's not here to teach us what he normally does,
right?
Let's learn from the Y dude.
Today's question comes to Victoria.
Ah, dang it!
Victoria.
I wonder why. I wondered why. Now it's time to learn why.
Today's question comes to Victoria. Victoria asks, "Why, dude? I have a new job, and at my new job, they have bereavement as a benefit. Since my mom and dad both died before I came to the company to work, will I be credited for bereavement leave that I did not take?" Victoria, that is an excellent question. Before asking your boss for bereavement credit, I would test the temperament first. Tell your boss that your parents were in a car crash or they both had a heart attack at the same time.
Jeez.
If your boss says, go home, be with your family, you are on your way to have some time off. Now you know.
I wondered why. I wondered why. Now we know why.
Now I know why.
That's the Y dude only on the week review. That was the one that we actually played last week, but I added. Now you know
Now
from
you
an
know.
other one.
Maybe we should just add that as a permanent ending.
Now you
to
know.
everything. Now you know.
Wow, what a big show so far. I mean, we've talked about sports, we've talked about entertainment, we talked about the Y dude. I don't know about you, but man, I'm ready. I'm absolutely ready to take a break. Don't you think?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, well, let's take a break. We'll be back with more KCTK Radio's week review with Paul and Drew and Jack, who's all up in your face. We'll be back soon. Thank you.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I know we've had some weird stories coming out this week about Antonio Brown throwing gummy dicks. Well, I want to shed light on that, okay? Because Aces is decided to make their own candy line. That's right. And I'm not even going to do the voice because this is supposed to be a sensual commercial. That's right. We make R-rated, sexy gummies. That's right. From penises to boobies. And from naked ladies to naked men. For all you crazy ladies out there who want to have a good old bite of gummy. That's right. Aces has decided to make a sexually based gummy candy for any bachelor or bachelorette party. So come on down to your nearest sex store and get yourself some gummies. And tell them that the Aces guy sent you. Because it's Aces, Aces, Aces sexual gummy candy.
You must be over 18 to get any of the sex candies up in the mouth and everything on Highway 40. A national TV and radio campaign for the Donate a Phone program seeks to collect as many of the country's inactive cell phones as possible. The phones help domestic violence victims to get a hold of emergency assistance quickly. Hey man, give me your phone. I don't want to give you my phone. I'm helping charity.
Help charity and take phones from people and everything, and then give it to them.
And Chili, we'll call you back later. We're not answering right now because we need your phone. If you have a phone, give it to us, and give it to us good. Phones, donate a phone, and do it today.
My father was
Welcome back to KCTK Radio's Week Review with Paul and Drew. I have very special guests today. It's Bracha Goetz, who's an author. And Bracha is not your typical Harvard grad. She's the author of 38 simply written spiritual picture books. And her books are designed to make life's deepest concepts clear so each uniquely beautiful soul can shine. So that's a very positive thing. Hi, Bracha. How are you?
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time. You've written a lot of books, a lot of spiritual books, picture books for kids and everything, but searching for God in the garbage is really kind of your story, right?
Yes, exactly.
And it's part memoir, but part kind of teaching for all of us and how we can, in your words, have our soul shine. Is that right?
That's exactly right.
So,
yes.
so tell me a little bit about. First, I guess I want to know, you were an author, but then what led you to be so open with writing your own memoirs?
That's a great question.
Thank you.
Right. Most of my books are children's books, mainly because I try to write the books that I wished I had as a child.
Oh.
In other words, like spiritual books, but on really deep subjects, but told in a very simple way that children can understand. Like, where is God, and how can you believe in something invisible, things like that. So I wasn't brought up religious. And
let me ask you about those kids' books here for, a lot of times we think, kids don't understand this deep stuff, but really we're always yearning for those things. What made you realize kids need this? Kids need that info.
Because what happened was my soul was really hungry for this stuff. I had a really wonderful childhood with very loving parents, and I really had everything anybody would want in life. And yet there was something I felt that was still missing. And I didn't know what it was. So I really went searching. I went searching into all different religions. And, and I couldn't find what I was looking for exactly. I just kept searching and searching in all kinds of things. In like environmentalism, social action, religions. I was trying everything.
When do you feel like you started that search?
Right. I started at age 12.
Age 12, wow.
Yes, like in adolescence. All of a sudden, I got an awareness, like, is this all there is to life?
Mhm.
Like, there must be something more. And the actual became more and more painful as I got older, that search. I just
Yes.
kept thinking there's something more. Actually, when I went to Harvard, and I was, one story in the book is I was at a garden party with all these famous people, like the children of the Kennedys and the Rockefellers and all these people. And I felt like, well, this is like a party everybody wants to be at. But, like, everybody at the party is looking for something more, too.
Yeah.
They were all, like, their eyes were roaming. They weren't satisfied. I realized at the party there's something more than this, too.
Wow.
Like I got to the top and there's nothing up here. That's how it felt. So that was like, I felt there's something more. And I just kept searching and searching. What happened was I started to get an eating disorder. And this was in college. It started then. It got worse. I went to medical school, and I wanted to be a psychiatrist. And I realized that I didn't even understand still why life was worth living.
Mm-hmm.
And meanwhile, I was getting skinnier and skinnier. And, like, I would fluctuate between having, like, binges, food binges, and then, starving myself, these two things. So, like, and then later on, what's interesting about the book, Searching for God in the Garbage, is that it's kind of a psychological mystery, because at the end of the book, I finally put all the pieces together, and I understand why did, like, learning about nourishing my soul, why did nourishing my soul finally stop the food addictions? Why did it end it? Because it was my soul that was starving. That's the whole thing. My soul that was starving, and then I started to put this whole thing together. Like, there are so many people with addictions now of all types.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And
of all
it
types.
has to do with, what did you say?
It seems like everybody has an addiction. It's mostly like, do people even realize that they have it or admit it?
Right. I don't know if everybody has an addiction, but a lot of people have an addiction.
Yeah.
And the thing is that it's because our souls are empty.
Mhm.
That's what I've come to. And so, like, for instance, with eating, we just keep eating and eating and eating because we want to fill the emptiness inside.
Boy, are you talking my language. Do you know me?
But it doesn't do it. It never fills it, you know? So I'm on this crusade to teach people. This is my goal in life, really. For the rest of my life, I really hope to continue to spread this message that when people are overeating or involved in any addiction, to try to ask themselves, is it my body that is hungry or my soul? That's the question. And when you realize it's your soul that's hungry, then you can bring pleasure into your life and fill your life and nourish your soul. Because really, the reason people overeat is because they want the pleasure to keep lasting.
Yes.
Like food is a pleasure, so we want the pleasure to keep lasting. But if we realize that the amount of pleasure in this world is infinite, then once we realize there's an abundance of pleasure in life, then we can really access it, and we could bring it into our lives. And then that's when we start to have really awesome lives.
And was there a key moment that as you've been searching, you saw different things? Was there a key moment where you said to yourself, "Well, this is it"?
Yeah, it really was.
Was it that garden party?
Well, that was one of them. That was a big turning point in my life. It really was. You know what happened at the garden party? All of a sudden, on this gorgeous sunny day, it started pouring rain. There was a huge thunderstorm. And that's my thought. The first thought that came into my head was, wowee, all these powerful people here, and they can't even control the weather. You know? Like, it just is pouring on their party.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, so, in other words, there's a higher power. That's what I realized right then. There's got to be something greater than all these powerful people. There's something more than fame and fortune and all that. There's a pleasure that lasts. So that was one turning point. And another turning point was, like, the summer after my first year in medical school, I went to Israel, and there was this big poster in Jerusalem, and the poster was of a bagel and lox sandwich. And it says, this the culmination of our heritage? Like, I don't know if you know, like a lot of Jewish people eat bagels and lox. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
So like, it's like, is that all there is
Yeah.
to Judaism? No. So like, I started realizing there must be something more spiritual to my religion that I didn't know about, because I didn't know that it was even spiritual. So so then I had the opportunity to learn in a place there in Jerusalem, and I started learning about, well, what you call the Bible or the Torah in depth, in a way that to me, I'd always thought it was like a bunch of nursery
Right.
stories or fairy tales. I was brought up to think like that. And when I started to understand that even in every letter, every letter, like all the Hebrew letters, there's like an immense amount of wisdom. It's mystical wisdom. And I started really studying things in a depth that I never knew before. Wow. It started to nourish my soul. It was like the missing puzzle piece I was looking for.
Let me ask you about that a little bit, because I think, like, I grew up Catholic, and they always say during the Reformation, the Protestants got the Bible, and the Catholics got the covenants, or the ritual, and so there's a lot of people who either dismiss spiritual scripture, or some that think it's exactly to the letter literal.
Right.
You're suggesting to look at it in an even deeper way. Am I right? Tell us how. Give us a tip on how to do that.
Right, because what I learned, which I never knew before when I was in Jerusalem, is that that we learned that the Bible is written in code. And so, like, it's written in a simple way so children can understand it, but to understand it on a more adult level, in a much deeper mystical way, then we have to delve into the coded way that it's... And the reason it's written in code is that it's filled with such treasures that we don't want the treasures open to everybody. Mm-hmm. It's written in code so that we put energy in to uncover the deeper meanings. And so that's what I got the chance to see.
So it seems as though those who like, that's just some people who wrote something in the past, and those people who think it's exactly literal are missing those deeper treasures.
Yes, that's exactly right. That's what. But there are things to learn from it on a literal basis. There are moral stories. You know, there are important things that children can gain from it. That is true, and I don't want to dismiss that. But there's so much more to gain when you delve into it on a deeper level. Right.
So
exactly.
So you went through this growth. You searched for your own soul, how to nourish it. I'm guessing, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, that once you understood some things, your quest isn't over. You're still searching. Is that right?
Great question. Yes, really. Yes, it's amazing. This is one of the best questions I've ever been asked. I'm so impressed.
Good job, man.
The answer is the search goes on, but it's not with that sense of desperation.
Okay.
It's because like the bottommost pit of my soul has been filled. It's filled with a tremendous amount of joy and wisdom, so I don't have that intense hunger anymore. What I have now is the joy that I get as it fills with pleasures every single day, which is how we're actually meant, like we're designed, to fill both our bodies and our souls with pleasure every day. So, like, you know how we eat 3 meals a day, like usually, we also, throughout the day, we need to be filling our soul with pleasure as well. So yes, I'm always searching for more pleasure, but it's not with desperation. It's a whole different thing now, you know? So that's why the addictions could evaporate. I couldn't understand, like, why, when my soul was nourished, was there no longer a need for the addictions? And that's what I explored in the book, and actually through writing the book is how I came to an understanding of how healing it was, the spiritual nourishment. And so that's basically what I'm spending my time spreading now, that message. Yeah.
Well, that's a wonderful message, and folks, you can get Searching for God in the Garbage on Amazon. I was looking at it. The reviews are out of this world. People are really getting a lot out of this book.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And what is a lot of fun is that you have decided that not only are you going to go through this and improve your own life, you've decided that you're going to tell other people about it as well.
Yeah, I mean that's what I feel I'm here for. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we're all here for different purposes in life, and that's what makes my soul shine. You know, when I spread this important information, I can feel my soul shining. That's how it, you know, because you just want other people to also be able to lead pleasurable lives. And there's no need for all these addictions. We just have to have clarity, and it's really a very simple truth that we need to fill our souls every single day, throughout the day, with pleasure. And we have the ability. It's not like we're dependent on other people. We can bring it into our lives. Like, for instance, like there's all kinds of physical pleasures. If a person gets stuck on food, they could think, wait a minute, what other physical pleasures do I enjoy?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then bring those into one's life. They could, like, let's say they're overeating. They could say, oh, maybe I could just get up and stretch, turn on some music, start dancing, you know, or maybe I could call. This is not a physical pleasure, a higher level pleasure. It's maybe I could text or call someone that's lonely, and then they start feeling pleasure from that. All these things bring pleasure,
Mm-hmm.
and they bring a more lasting pleasure than the bag of potato chips, you know. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like you're talking directly to me, and I appreciate that. I really do. So, so everyone, go to Amazon, buy yourself a copy of Search for God in the Garbage. Very affordable, and it will show. Also, the story is great because everyone goes through their own journey, and when you hear other people struggle, I mean, someone who went to Harvard, right, and had a great childhood, you still had those struggles, so it's very relatable. So thank you for that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So thank you so much, Bracha? I always say it wrong.
Yeah. You really get it, and I'm so appreciative. I really.
Well, thank you.
I love it.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
There goes Bracha, and very, very sweet woman, and very inspirational, and just trying to do her part to spread some happiness around. So,
and we need it.
I had a lovely
nowadays.
conversation. I really appreciated it.
Yeah.
She liked my questions, so
there you go.
I really got it.
Yeah.
So that was something I got. Now, I did forget to mention something big that happened to me this week.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and did a little bit of stand-up last night. Mm-hmm.
Oh, how'd it go?
Well,
you bombed? Did you have a compulsive laugh and bomb, just like the
No.
Joker?
I did okay. There wasn't hardly anyone there in the club, but it's a good club. The Comedy Club of KC on Wednesday nights is open mic, so just trying to get that going again, I guess. Is that what you call it?
Yeah, I call it, getting revamped.
Revamped.
You revamped.
Have you done some drawing?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Just rough sketches, nothing like
Well,
that.
okay. My stand-up was rough, too, so.
Yeah, that's all good.
That's fine. We promised you this last week, and we'll get to it, folks. It is a weird tech news is what we want to do. We usually wait till Jack's here to do tech news, but we have so many reports about robots. You've missed the robot news, haven't you?
Oh, I have.
Well, the Consumer Electronics show went on, and it showed all the different type of robots that are. Oh shit! I just dropped one of those. Showed all the different robots that were happening. So let's find out a little bit more about it. This is a commercial. Here we go. Okay. So
This may look like a traditional Samsung TV, but there's something quite curious about it. If you press a button on its remote, it actually turns from landscape mode into vertical mode.
Have you seen this before?
No, not at all.
So it's a TV, and it looks like a regular TV, then it moves sideways
like your
for
phone?
you. Like your phone.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I was thinking it was going to sprout arms and legs and start walking around so I can
You can
follow it in the
also
kitchen.
reflect what's on your smartphone here and have it mirror directly to the TV.
Now, would you want to do that ever?
I mean, depending on what I'm watching.
The company thinks this will resonate with the mobile generation who's used to consuming content on the go in vertical form. But now the company says you can go home and you can watch it on the big screen.
I don't know. I have trouble watching things on my phone still. Now, you do that a lot, don't you?
Yeah, when I watch Titans.
Do you ever watch it on your computer, or do you watch it on your phone?
I watched it on my phone and put it up on my Apple TV for my actual television.
Some of the other robots that they're coming up with is food shopping based on your DNA.
What the?
A trash can that ties up with its own garbage.
Now that's cool.
Mm-hmm. They finally have an Alexa in the shower.
Huh.
Alexa?
Sorry.
Alexa? Alexa? Why isn't she answering now?
Because your robot sucks.
Alexa.
Sorry.
Alexa, can I put you in the shower?
Sorry. I'm having trouble understanding.
I bet you are. So anyway, I don't know if you've ever seen one of those speakers that are actually a shower head.
Oh, yeah.
Now there's going to be an Alexa one.
That's fun.
There's robot kittens now.
The hell? Oh, like the robot dogs?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
There's a half bike, half plane type thing. You ride it on like a looks like a bike and then start flying.
Well, you ET now?
Uh-huh.
That's fun.
There's an egg-shaped Segway where you sit down in it.
Huh.
So that should be fun.
Huh.
There's tech for your teeth. It looks like Oral-B's trying to keep up with Quip. Do you have a Quip?
I've used Quip.
You have?
Uh-huh.
Used it?
Yeah.
You didn't buy it and keep it?
Not really.
I love my Quip. So you're stupid.
Okay.
So those are some other robots. Now there's also one called the Bally. Have you heard about this one?
No. What's a Bally?
Let's hear the story. It's sent from Samsung as well.
This is technically the first day of CES, but we've been here for a few days already, and we've run into Samsung a few times, honestly. On many of those occasions, we've run into devices that they've shown off and given us a pretty good sense of, but have really not given us the details. There's really no better example of that here at CES than Bally. Bally made its first appearance here at the show at the Samsung keynote address last night, where it followed HS Kim around on stage, and it seemed to make these sort of cutesy bleep bloop Star Wars droid sounds that everyone just kind of loves. After having seen it in slightly more detail here on the show floor, though, I am afraid we still don't have much in the way of answers for you. We know it does roll around. It happens to do that more or less pretty well, and it does seem to do a pretty good job of connecting
So what
with
this
the
is, folks,
systems that Samsung has set up.
What this is a ball. It looks like a giant, not giant, but it's a big softball looking thing that's yellow. Have you ever seen a yellow softball before?
Uh-huh.
Played those like in school.
Uh-huh, yeah.
And it rolls around on the floor. And what it is kind of like an Alexa that rolls around and follows you around.
Oh, okay.
Alexa, can you roll around? Alexa?
4.
Can you roll around?
1.
Okay.
So no.
So let's hear more about it.
They outlined scenarios in which you could, for example, have a running list of tasks like water the plants, and when Bally physically sees you doing it with its built-in camera, it'll know to check that off your list so you can get on with the rest of your day. Beyond that sort of task list management stuff, it does connect to your smart home devices. We saw it more or less connect to an air purifier, so when it sort of rolls around and is able to detect things aren't quite right, it'll throw on your air purifier. It is very much a rolling command and control center for your smart home, which is great, but we just don't know much else about it. I will say this though, their demo video really prominently featured a dog, and I don't understand how a dog in that scenario is not going to see a robot ball bopping around the house and not give a chase.
Exactly.
I should also point out that while the Bally is not quite tennis ball size, it's pretty close. It's roughly the size of a grapefruit. A big dog could pretty easily wrap its jaws around this thing. It doesn't appear to be that fast, so maybe this is a big problem Samsung is trying to figure figure out. That's why we don't know more about it. But at this point, I'm just speculating. It's really hard to get a sense of what this thing is capable of because these situations are so tightly controlled.
So would you want a ball robot following you around?
Well,
I mean,
it's to me, it sounds like something like a mouse droid from Star Wars.
Is that DBDB? What's the name of that droid?
No, they're called mouse droids.
I know, but what's the name of the one character that's around?
R2-D2?
That's a soccer ball looking.
BB-8.
BB-8, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I think they're trying to make.
Okay.
Do you want one?
Not really, because I see my dogs destroying it within 5 minutes of bringing it in the house. Or freaking out.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I also see me tripping on it, just walking around, because that's what my luck would be. I already trip on toys at home. I would trip on a Bali.
Well, here's one that you would like.
Okay.
There's the Bali. I got to find it again. It looks like somewhere along the way I deleted it, but okay, here it is.
CNET también está disponible en español. Don't show this again. Charmin's bare-faced toilet roll robot. At CES in Las Vegas on Sunday, the company unveiled Rollbot, a self-balancing robot that connects to your phone and will deliver a fresh toilet roll directly to your seat if you happen to find yourself on the pan and caught in bind. It's not clear how the bare-faced robot, which has no arms, hands, thumbs, is able to wrangle a fresh roll out from the cupboard under the stairs and open the locked toilet door to bring the roll right to you, but they are presumably problems for CES 2021 and beyond.
So they're doing a Charmin robot where it will bring you toilet paper when you run out.
That's fair.
You need this, right?
Always.
Do you run out of toilet paper a lot?
Sometimes. And then I gotta, pull my britches up and go in the hall.
Mm-hmm. You don't yell for, like, your wife or...
She's not home. Sometimes I'll have to pull up my britches and go into the hallway.
Do you ever ask Trevor Anus to do it for you?
No, because he doesn't live with me.
Okay, I didn't know. So you say yes to you say no to the round robot and yes to the Charmin robot.
I say yes to the Charmin. I say yes to the trash bag one.
Okay.
Because it makes my life easier.
How about the ball one?
The ball one just sounds ridiculous.
Okay. All right.
Now, if it was flying above me, again, I probably wouldn't like it either because it'd hit me in the face.
Now, here's the next one, which I thought of you when I heard about this robot.
Oh, shit.
Male sex robot with unstoppable bionic penis are coming this year.
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks, man. I can't believe you were thinking of me when you
Up until now, it looked like women would be missing out on the exciting opportunity to make love to a cold, lifeless bodies of machines. But don't despair, ladies. Real Doll, maker of the alarmingly plastic sex bots for men, is making one for women too. And he's quite a hunk. As well as combining with a bionic penis which never tires, the maker promises. Just look at this lifeless blue eyes.
That's creepy.
Can you see him here?
Yeah, I can see him. I don't need to. I'm using the force. I can see through see through your computer.
So what do you think of that?
I'm good, but thanks.
I mean,
I wouldn't even want to have sex with a female robot. That's just weird, man.
Number one, why do they assume that only women want this? I mean, there may be some guys who want this.
Yeah, you may be able to, give some serial killers this and so they stop hunting down human men.
Right. And this one frightens me a little bit because at some point, why are men even needed?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they have sperm banks. They got a robot.
Right.
I mean, women are going to become the Amazons.
They're smarter, make more money.
Yeah.
They're more in tune with other people. What would be the purpose?
To kill a spider.
Oh. Okay. That may be it. Or in the future, males would just be in that kind of Matrix type cocoon thing.
Yeah.
And they'll take away their sperm.
Yeah. And then use this as batteries. Mm-hmm. For the male robots to be recharged.
Right. Because I can tell you this plastic guy I'm looking at right now, I can't compete with him. I don't want to. So would you get one of these?
No.
Okay, what would you do if your wife said, "Can you pick me up one of those?"
I'd be like,
at the
wow,
store?
that's weird. So my marriage is in trouble.
Is it cheating to have sex with a robot like this?
I would say no, but it's not very fair.
Yeah. I mean, would you feel weird if you went home?
I walked home and then he's taking my place in bed.
And your wife's riding a robot?
Yeah, I'd be a little upset.
Okay.
First, I would think it was a real man.
Uh-huh.
And start, grabbing him by the face and then realize he's plastic.
Right.
And look at her and be like, what the fuck?
Right.
If you wanted a divorce, just say so.
Do you think women
It's
who do
technically
that,
a form of masturbation.
Yeah.
So it's not cheating.
So would you, if your wife wanted one of these, would you get her one?
No.
What if you could get one of the female ones?
No. I don't want to have sex with a robot. It's weird, man. I want to have sex with a live woman.
Well, those days may be over for you. You're married with children, so.
Yeah.
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 So I feel as though we're having kind of no one gives a rat's behind about
Mr. High-powered Dick over here. Robot.
Yeah, me. I was talking about my exciting news about the new stand-up routine.
Oh, I'm excited.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
No problem.
Let's go take one more break. And We'll be back to wrap up this very subdued show.
It was very subdued.
Yeah.
I haven't cussed barely any at all.
Yeah.
I've said the F word a couple times, but not a lot.
Well, we'll bring some cusses back to you after these words.
Okay, sounds good. Cell phones save lives.
Thanks.
You're welcome. A national TV and radio campaign for the Donate a Phone program.
I just did that one.
Seeks to collect as many of the country's inactive cell phones as possible.
Are they paying us twice, or are we just doing it twice?
Yeah, we're doing it twice. You had a domestic violence one, and this one's just, recycling.
Okay.
So anyway, the phones help domestic violence victims.
Man, they better pay us twice for reading
They are.
the copy twice.
And that's why I'm reading it twice. Listen,
you-
if you're in a bad situation...
Oh, yeah, I am.
And you feel like you're being somewhat a victim of
Yeah.
abuse, then you need to call these people.
Yeah, but I don't have a cell phone.
But you don't have a cell phone.
How am I going to call them to get a cell phone?
That's why you look at your friend, the Darush, and he'll give you his cell phone.
That's nice.
And
say-
I will save you from yourself, sir. And I will help you.
So the Droosh, if you need a phone, hang out with the Droosh and then give us a call, and we'll give you a free phone.
That's right.
On Highway 40. Do you have cancer? I did. Today my friends were throwing me a party. They do it every year on this date. It's not my birthday, but it's my 5th anniversary of the day that I was thinking that perhaps in the future I may have cancer. But my cancer's in remission, and it's a day I thought I'd never see. But I actually did, because everyone was supportive and good doctors and everything. I was positive about it. So, congratulations to cancer survivors. I know I'm a smartass, but I am one, so thanks a lot for everything that you do. Don't get cancer.
Don't drink Diet Coke.
Oh, jeez. Here we go. Welcome back to KCTK Radio's Week Review with Paul and Drew. Yeah, those really weren't our best live reads.
No, but you know what? Sometimes we just got to get back and give it to the people. Cell phones and cancer survivors. We show we care.
Well, I need to call our sports guy.
Yeah.
He tried to call us earlier.
He did.
But I'm afraid I don't have his number.
Do you want it?
Here we go.
Okay.
Here he is, folks. Scary Spice.
Scary Spice.
Hey, Scary Spice, what's going on? This is KCTK Radio, the Week Review. How are you?
How dare you guys not answer my call? I thought I was a big deal. Apparently not.
You are. You
Well,
are a big deal.
We were in an interview, and I know that you wanted us to get your opinion on the male sex robot because I know that excites you.
Yes, it does. They need to start making normal size men, though, if you know what I'm saying.
Right. And not make us, not make them the mammoths that they are. It's not fair.
No, it's not.
Not all of us are that realistic.
Now,
hey, how did the open mic go?
Open mic. Well, thank you for asking. Drew didn't seem to give a shit. I did. I did some new material and went well. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Drew and I need to go sometime.
Yeah, we do. I would love to go.
You're welcome. You're welcome to come on a Wednesday night at the Comedy Store.
What time is it?
Right now it is.
No, not.
Oh, it starts at 7 o'clock.
It's
7 o'clock Wednesday night.
Okay, perfect. I get off at 7, so that's perfect.
Now, Chili.
Yes.
You had a really interesting. I don't know if you heard earlier when we were bemoaning our terrible time on Sunday, the first part of the football game.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, I'm just mad as hell, and I saw your Facebook post, and it was very insightful.
I was very angry.
You said something along the lines of, this is why I didn't badmouth Tom Brady or anyone else, right? So you're used to, just kind of cool your jets until the team can win, right?
Yeah, I mean, people were making fun of Lamar Jackson and making fun of Tom Brady. Let's play a playoff game this season first before we start all the memes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
So let's on Sunday, everybody who is a Chiefs fan, everyone just relax, be cool. Let's see how we do. Let's not get all worked up.
That's right.
Okay? Because it will be a tougher game than everyone expects, right?
Yeah, Titans are good.
I thought the Texans game would be close, and it kind of wasn't at the end there, but, I do a team that could score. But honestly, this game, I really feel like it's going to be a 34-17 type of.
You think so? No, he's there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think 34-17.
Yeah.
Now, I understand that you're having anyone who wants to come, they can come over and help you move and watch the game.
Yes.
Okay,
but
good.
Drew's not even helping me move, so I don't know what he's talking about.
What?
I offered.
Wow.
Well,
that guy. But I didn't know you were hungry. I would have gotten you some food, but he never even offered to grab you food. He just came over with McDonald's.
Oh, that's not fair. I would always ask you if you want food.
Yeah, he is that guy.
I would always ask you if you want food.
Oh, wow. I didn't know you were hungry. Okay, look at me for once. I can always eat. I can always eat a chicken.
Hey, about a month ago, I offered to help you move. I said, just let me know what day you were doing it, and I'd make sure to take off work.
Oh, this is what I wanted to talk to you guys about. That's why I was calling, though.
Okay.
I forgot.
All right.
So the Oscars. Do you guys care about the Oscars at all?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to watch all the movies that are up for the major awards. So I went and saw 1917, and it was phenomenal.
Okay.
Okay.
I highly recommend it. It's shot in real time, kind of, so it's really cool. You really follow them through the trenches and stuff in World War I. Really cool. And then last night I watched Two Popes, which was fantastic.
Okay, that's
Anthony
not what I want
Hopkins,
to
right?
see.
Anthony Hopkins, yes, and the guy that played Elizabeth's dad in Pirates of the Caribbean. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I can't remember his name either, but I know who you're talking about.
He's up for Best Actor. Anthony Hopkins is up for Best Supporting Actor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but then so I recommend those movies if you
Did you see Joker?
I've not seen Joker.
Okay. Well, I apologize.
I need to watch Joker.
Okay. Well, again, I apologize if there was any spoiler alerts that you were listening to.
So when it's closer to the Oscars, so you can come in and give your predictions?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
Oscar section. That'd be great.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
All right.
I think, what is it? The second weekend in February? Something
Yeah,
like that.
so everyone start watching the movies at least one of us have seen
I'd
all
like
of
to
them.
see 1917.
Well, I was kind of ticked off because I remember seeing Two Popes, on there, and then I was like, okay, well, I'm going to try to watch all the, best movie nominees. Then I went back and looked. That's not even nominated for best movies.
Oh, just the actors.
And then you got Marriage Story, right? That's on there. Scarlett Johansson's up for 2.
Yeah, she's up for actress and supporting actress.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Tom Hanks is nominated for playing Mr. Rogers, and I haven't seen that yet either.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. But he's supporting actor. He's not, best actor.
No, he's up for main actor.
No, he's supporting. I heard it on the radio. Yeah, because
How do you play the main character of a movie and get nominated for best supporting actor?
Because he's not the main character. The main character is the reporter who's reporting on Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers.
So look, I will bet you a quick trip that you were wrong.
Okay, let's look it up right now. Let's do this. IMDb always has a list of Oscars, so we're going to do this right now.
He played the sex robot as well.
Yeah. I hate to tell you, Chili, you're wrong.
Oh, you're looking it up right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the other actor was considered the lead.
You know why? You are right.
And you know what? And I bet you they did that. I bet you they put him in that category so he could win, too. You know what I mean?
So I owe you a T. The reason I was thinking that is because he's in the same category as Joe Pesci and Al Pacino.
Yeah.
But they're up supporting.
And that was a phenomenal movie.
All right, we'll hit you with we'll get you at some other time. You can actually come to the studio.
Yeah.
All
right.
For me.
All right. Good luck to you. Thanks for calling in. Sorry we had to call you back. Now it's time. We have one last thing of the news of the Droosh, which is going to be a little different this time. Are you excited by it?
Yeah, let's hear it.
News of the Droosh, but brought by both of us.
Oh, okay.
This is where we would like to say a very happy birthday to someone special to both of us.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you want me to start?
Take it over, yeah.
Okay. Well, today is my grandmother's birthday.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird because it's also my mother's birthday.
That's crazy.
Wow.
How old is she now?
She's
77?
She's 78 years old.
Oh, 78?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How old is your grandmother?
My grandmother's 78.
Oh, okay.
How ironic.
Yeah.
And did she have fun today with her friends?
She's a wonderful woman. Gotta love her so much.
I do too.
Love my mommy so much.
She's pretty great.
Yeah. And her favorite grandchild is the Droosh.
Yeah, hands down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is... No one's perfect, but she's got issues with that anyway.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I get it.
I don't know why.
I'm her guy.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be the main reason that we end up putting her in an old folks' home, but...
She can come live with me.
Yeah.
She can come live with me.
Well,
she can come live with me.
And if she wants to do that, we're definitely going to put her away for some failed mental stuff.
Hey, actually, she should hang out with her second oldest. He's got plenty of room.
I'm sure he would do anything for his mother.
I hope he does.
Anything his mother would need. Now, did you get her a gift or?
I gave her a hug.
You did?
Yeah, I gave her a hug and a kiss on the cheek. That's all she really wants. She never really. Anytime I've ever almost given her a present, she doesn't want it.
Oh, okay. I thought we were joking around and talking about the same person, but I guess not.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, I'm getting her a gift Sunday.
So happy birthday to your mom. We love you. It's not from Quinn. Make it from yourself.
It's from all three of us. My family.
Okay.
Is that better?
Yeah. And it's been just a magical birthday time.
She did shots. And,
no. I was saying that it's my wife's birthday 1 week later. It's my daughter's birthday, 23 years old. Happy birthday, Madeline. I didn't even mention it last week. I apologize.
Yeah, wow. What kind of father are you?
And then this week is my mother's birthday.
Right.
And next week, on Thursday, I think we'll be doing a show, is Chelsea's birthday, who passed away.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then
so
that's also my birthday.
No, your birthday's in November, isn't it?
It's in November. I'm lying.
Yeah, okay.
November 21st.
Anyway, so that was a very special News of the Droosh. Happy birthday to everyone involved.
Don't play the birthday songs. We have to pay money for that.
Okay. I won't do that. I won't do that at all. So happy birthday, everybody, and thanks for joining us on this very subdued,
very laid back.
Yeah, laid back episode.
I mean, you'd think maybe we had a couple of drinks before this.
No, I didn't. Did you?
I did not.
I think I got bored by your movie review.
I had a salad.
Yeah.
It's not boring. The movie's not boring.
But it's been out for 3 years, and we're doing a review on it. Anyway, thanks, folks. We'll see you next time.
Has been a KCTK production, produced by Paul Lavoda. If you want more information about this content, then you have some real weirdness going on. You can always check out KCTK Radio on Facebook. Listen to live programs at kctk.radio12345.com. Yes, and that is on the World Wide Web. Thank you.